Good day, my happy friends. I am Drew Eric Miller, and thanks for choosing my podcast. With so much content in the world today, it's my honor to bring you just a little more happiness with each listen. I used to wonder, can I be happier? Can I live a rich, abundant life? Can I dream big and manifest my dreams? The short answer is yes, I can. After much dedicated research, I have discovered beneficial action steps, tools, and life hacks while thriving on my journey to deep and meaningful happiness. In this podcast, I am sharing my research so you too can thrive on your journey to happiness. So get comfortable with a notepad or journal, and together we will manifest happiness. Good day, my happy listeners. Welcome back to Happiness Hacks, where you get all the new trends and all the information on how to be the happiest that you can be. So welcome back. Let's get started. Today's question is, can I focus and create a happier life? This is a question that we all have about happiness, and it's about focus. How we focus is the level and depth of happiness that we can attract and manifest in our life. So let's get started. Did you know that are you aware that you are manifesting and creating your happiest, best life 100% of the day? Every thought, every belief system, every feeling, every emotion, everything that happens in you all day long is what is attracting and creating the life that you have. So I'll say that again. Everything that you think, feel, believe, and an emotion that you have is going out into the universe, the universal law, and that is turning into the life that you have right this minute. So if you don't like the life that you have, if you're not happy with the life that you have, and you want to increase your happiness, you can make those changes and shifts to create that happier life for you. And so let me give you an example. I'll use love as the example because we all love love. We all love having love. We all love being in love. We all want love. And love is a feeling that we should feel all day long. It's an emotion that we should have all the time. So I'll just refer to this example with love. When I was open to having a relationship, I had my thinking around having a relationship was all positive. I believed that I was going to have another relationship. I believed that I was going to, meet somebody in my area, that it was an available partner for me to have. And my thinking about that was positive. I had positive thoughts about having the love of my life and the relationship that I always dreamed of. And I continued to think positively and believe that it was possible, and believe that I was worthy of having a great relationship. I felt the love in my heart, and I felt the love that I wanted to give out to another partner, to somebody that I wanted to have feelings for. So I felt happy. I felt love. I felt worthy. I felt confident about all day long. That's where my thinking, beliefs, and feelings were, and my emotions around that were positive. I felt good. My emotions were, a loving emotion, a kind emotion, a kindness, I focused my emotions in a manner that was going to make me feel better and believe better and have better thinking. So all day long, I maintained a positive mindset so that I could attract and manifest a happier life for myself as it relates to finding a partner. So that's where my thinking was and what I was working on all day long to attract and manifest a happier life for me with the partner. When you start focusing on the positive and you start focusing on your emotions and your feelings and your beliefs and your thoughts, and you start spending all day focusing in a positive direction, an uplifting direction, you're going to see happy, positive results in your life all the time. Like all day long, things are going to be better, feel better, look better because you are emanating that positivity. But that takes focus. And if you want a happier life, focusing on those 4 aspects are what's really going to help you create and manifest that happier life for yourself. So the formula is clear thoughts and beliefs plus feelings and emotions that are positive equals the happiest, best life that you can have. So I'll say that again. The formula is clear thoughts, beliefs, plus emotions and feelings that are positive equals the happiest, best life that you can dream of. That's the equation. It's really that simple. And what that means is that all day long, you're going to be working on those 4 parts so that you could manifest that best life. Let me give you an example of what it means when you don't have those in your life and that you are allowing that negative thinking to come in. And most often, that is the life that you are creating for yourself. So if you're not feeling or you don't have all the happiness that you want right now, then look at where you're focusing your attention. Are you focusing on the negative? Are you thinking negative thoughts? Like, for instance, with love. I've heard people say, there's no one to date in this town. There's no one that likes that. There's no one that is looking for someone my age. There's no one that is my age that is willing to date. There's no one that's healthy in their own life, or is there anyone that has good money or a healthy bank account for me to find. That's all negative thinking that is going to attract exactly what you don't want. You're going to attract people and partners that are exactly what you're thinking. So if you think there's nobody that has a good bank account, makes a good living, then you're only going to find people that don't make a good living. If you think there's nobody that is interested in dating somebody your age, then you're only going to find people that are not dating people your age. So do you see how that's worked? That's the universal law, the context of, what you think is what happens. What you think is what you attract and manifest in your life. And so it's your belief system. If you have a negative belief system that is always coming up with reasons why you're not going to find love or reasons why you're not going to be happy, then that belief system is going out and attracting back exactly what you believe to be true. And the same thing goes with your feelings and your emotions. So if you are feeling that you're unloved, unworthy, insecure, if all of your emotions are negative, you know what? It's just thought of this too. Think about what it is that you want in a spouse. Do you want an insecure, lack of worthiness partner? Most likely you don't. I hope you don't. And so whatever you feel is what you're going to attract. So if you feel healthy, you're going to attract a healthy partner. If you feel insecure, you're going to attract an insecure partner. If you are afraid of being hurt, then you're going to attract other people that are afraid of being hurt. And you don't want two people in a relationship that are afraid of being hurt, because then your walls are up. So look at it that way. Look at what you're feeling inside is also going to be attracting that same partner. And is that what you want? So your feelings and emotions, if you emotionally feel broken, if you emotionally feel unworthy of love, then you're going to be putting up those walls, blocking the love that you are looking to manifest and create in your life. That's going to bring you that happiness. And I'm just using love as the example because, love is such a great example. So, to recap, wherever you think, believe, feel, and your emotions are what you're going to be attracting back and creating and manifesting back into your life. So focus on that. How much time during the day are you spending focusing on negative thinking, negative belief system, unhealthy feelings and unhealthy emotions? Or are you spending all of your day thinking positively, believing positively? Or are you doing a half and half? Are you partly during the day thinking about positive things, and then the rest of the day you're having negative emotions and fear and anxiety? So the first question that this podcast is about today is can I focus and create a happier life? And the focus is on what you think, what you believe, what you feel, and what your emotions are. And so your action step for today is action step 1, focus on the positive. A, think positively. B, believe in the positive. C, feel good always. And D, emotions remain high and powerful. That is your action step 1. Spend your day doing all of that. And action step 2 is releasing the same thinking, the same feeling, the same belief system, and the same emotions. So action step 2 is release all negative thinking, release all negative belief systems. Look and find what you are believing and thinking in your head that isn't supporting what you want. That's the key. If you can focus on all the parts that are happening up in your head that is not what you want in a partner or in your life, then you need to release all of that out of your head, and all of that thinking and all that belief system and all that feelings and emotions. Just release it all. So that's C, release the feeling of lack and fear. And then D, in action step 2, is release the emotions, insecurity, and unworthiness that you are also feeling. So those are your 2 action steps on how to focus. How to focus on the positive, what's going to feel, what you need to think, believe, feel, and emotion, and then release all the thinking, belief systems, feelings, and emotions that you don't want. You should be spending 100% of your day that you're awake and conscious, focusing on what you do want, and eliminate and release anything that you don't want. It's not that hard. It's not once you start practicing this and once you start getting into the release of what it is that you don't want and stop thinking about it and stop dwelling on it, never again say whatever that belief system is that you don't want. Never, never, ever. Never believe it, never think it, never have it cross your mind. Release it. That is turning away from what you don't want, because what you want to focus on is what you want to manifest, and what you think and believe and feel and your emotions are what you're manifesting. So if the life that you have now isn't the happiest you can have, that's why. Because your focus is on the parts you don't want. Your focus needs to be on the parts that you do want. So that's it. Thank you for listening to the podcast today. And remember to be happy and get on that focus. Yes, you can. You will hear me next week with an all-new Happiness Hacks podcast. And enjoy the week and stay focused. Thanks.